Yeah, dear students, good morning to everybody. Am I audible? Dear students, am I audible? Yeah. So let us start the today's session about the last data type we are in the discussion. Dict data type we are in the discussion. Yes, my dear students, dict data type. We are in the discussion of dict data type. Already dict data type is explained in the last session. So dict data type explained. So I hope, my dear students, you are remembering about dict data type in the class. Okay. So dict category data type, I hope it is available. Dict data type, we discussed it. So in that, we have discussed about dict data type in the class. Fine. And we are in the discussion of what, predefined data, predefined functions in the dictionary is going on. Predefined functions in the dictionary are going on. Did you remember that? So what is the purpose of dict data type, my dear students? Come on, everybody. What is the purpose of dict data type? To organize the data quickly, to organize the data in the form of key comma value pair. To organize the data in the form of what? Key comma value pair. So we already done a function called clear function, and then copy function, and then next is called what? Copy function was also completed. Now it is the time to see to go for pop item and pop functions. We need to go for it. Very easy, my dear students. Let me go for the discussion here. Okay. So let me take one small dictionary here. Let us go, my dear students. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, this I will upload today. Last class I was already uploaded the dict data type. Last class I was already uploaded, my dear student. Today I will upload. Yesterday only I told you. Yesterday only I told you this predefined functions. Predefined functions I did not upload. Yesterday's class I was uploaded only dict data type. Dict data type. So I hope you remembered. I hope you remembered about this part. Dict data type I was already uploaded. So 9 a.m. So in the last session, dict data type I will upload today. Dict data type I will upload. Yesterday only I told you dict data type I will upload. So don't worry, because it is not finished now. It is not finished yet. So that's why I will upload it. Don't worry, I'll take care of that. Okay, fine. So coming to the point of it, I hope yesterday we discussed about dict data type and its importance also we discussed. And we discussed that importance of that. So I hope you people remembered the dict data type, all those stuff. Okay, students. Now it is the time to see to move to the further discussion in the class. Okay, predefined function. Tomorrow, anyhow, I will upload it. I will upload the dict data type, everything I will upload. Don't worry. So coming to the point of copy function is completed. So let us take this area. Let us take this area and coming to the Python command prompt once. Now Python command prompt you come. So the Python 3.10. So this is the dictionary what we have. D1 print of D1 type of D1 ID of D1 already we done. This is the data what we have. This is the data what we have. Okay. Now I want to get this information to be done. How I am going to do it? Please look at D1 dot pop. I am saying pop item. I am saying just for a minute you observe it. Pop item. Just observe it. What is going to be taken? D1 dot S1 dot. Sorry, ma. D1 dot. Yeah. D1 dot. Yes. See that D1 dot. So D Okay, again spelling mistake. D1 dot pop item. You see the D1 dot pop item. What it is doing? It is removing the last item. It is removing the last item. Last item it is removing. Print the D1 once again. Print the D1 once again. Say once again D1 dot pop item. D1 dot pop item. It is removing the last element always. Like a list na, like that it is removing that. Last item. Print the D1 once again. Print the D1 once again. Again you say D1 dot pop item. 30 is equal to data science is removed. 30 is equal to data science is removed. Print the D1 here. It is printing. Again say D1 dot pop item. It is printing Django. Last what is available? Only one is available. Only 10 is equal to Python. Remove that also. Now it is, you print it. It is an empty. You print it that you will get what? Key error because no more keys are available inside. So we understand pop item function once here. So pop item function we will discuss. Okay. So pop item function we will take it. So I will take it as what another function is called pop item. Okay. At the same time you take one more function called pop off. Pop off. Pop off function is there. What is that pop off function? Just observe it once again. My dear students, come on once again. Take that one. This is my data. Print of D1 dot. Now, if I want to remove certain thing, if I want to remove certain element, if I want to remove certain element, you can say D1 dot pop off. On which basis you can access the data of dictionary? On which basis you can access the data of dictionary? Very good. Key we can access. I will remove 20. This one, this pair I will remove. I will remove. Suppose if I want to remove the contact from our mobile, I will remove from with our name. So 20 I will take it. Key is placing an important role here. If that is present, that pair will be removed. If 20 is present, 20 key and its corresponding value will be removed. If 20 does not exist, you will get what? You know what you will get it. If the key does not exist, what you will get it? Key error will come. Key error will come. Enter key now. See that it was removed. Now print D1. Print D1 students. That 20 Django was not there. 20 Django was not there. 30 data science is available. Again I want to remove. Again I want to remove 30. 30. Removed data science. Print D1 again. It was data science was not there. And print 40. 40 you remove it once again. 40. I am saying that. ML was removed. Now you see print that, yes, this is the data. Now you say once again of 400. Do you have 400 here? Do you have 400 here? No. No. What will happen immediately? What is the error? Key error will come. Key error 400 is not there. Ultimately, let us go for, first you want to discuss that or discuss this, it is up to you. So first I will discuss this part if you want to take. Yeah, first I will take this and later I will take this part. No problem. Anyone is no problem. First, let me talk about the pop function. So what is the syntax here? What is the syntax here? I'm writing first the syntax here. Dict object dot dict obj dot what? POP of what? Key. Key I need to pass. Key I need to pass. So I will write it. This function is used for removing the entry, removing the entry of dict object based by passing value of key. Value of what? Key. Value of key. Okay, students, value of key. Okay, if the value of key does not exist, then we get a key error. We get what error? Key error. We get key error. If the value of key does not exist, then we get key error. Used for removing the entry of dict object by passing the value of key. If the value of key does not exist, then we get a key error. Okay. Example, you see, example I'm going to give you. Example, you see that example here. I will take this, and this is the example here. So coming to this example part, I'm going to show you something like this. Because everything I'm explaining, because in my entire programming, these data types are going to be like anything. Without these data types, there is no programming of Python. You take any person, if you face an interview, many questions will come from data type. The talent of the person will come based on your data types only. You take any student, of course, I'm not boasting about it. You take any person, they are not at all good, even 10% in the data types. And data types is your life of Python program, especially in the data sense to enter. Okay, DL. And print this. 400 I'm passing, which is not there. You are getting a key error. You are getting a key error. And how to decide the error also I'm saying. 400 was not there. It is called a key error. This is the scenario of which function? Pop function. Now I'm going to give you the concept called what? Pop item I am giving. Pop item function I am explaining. What is the pop item function I am explaining? See the syntax here. Syntax is what? Dict obj dot pop item. Pop item. Dict obj dot pop item. Now I'm writing. This function is used for. This function is used for. Dict object. This function is used for. What I can say? Used for removing. Removing what? Key comma. Removing last element of last key comma value pair. Last entry I can write it. Last entry means it is in the form of what? Key comma value. This function is used for removing last entry key comma value of dict object. Right? If we call this function, if we call this function on empty dict object, important, then we get which error? Key error, because no more keys and values, na. That's why. So go for what examples here? Go for examples here. I want to take the example section here. What are that examples? You observe it, ma. Here I will go to this place. Here I will go to this area. Now observe it. I will take this meaning. I will take this meaning. So of course, up to here I will take it, and something I will remove. Of course, some of the things are spelling mistakes and all those things are available. That I will take off. Okay. Pop item off. This is a wrong spelling mistakes. So here you see D1 dot pop item off. Wrong. Last item is called what? 50 DL is removed. 50 DL. Wrong. Last thing. And the remaining elements I am printing for your clarity purpose. For your clarity purpose, I am showing. D1 dot pop item. D1 dot pop item I am showing. D1 dot pop item. And print the data. Print that data. Here I'm going to say print the data. Pop item off. It is printing that. D1 dot item off. It is printing that. D1 dot pop item off. Printing that. D1 dot print of this. It is going to be done. Pop item off. Removing that. And the dict of this one. It is printing this. And no more elements are there. It's an empty set. Empty dict. Now you are removing that. You are calling that. Key error is coming. So this is also clear for you. Are you following, my dear students? Come on, ma. Please give me a confirmation. Please give me a confirmation. Any entry to be removed, because all these functions are real-time users only. All these things, whatever we are discussing, these are all comes under. Anywhere else you want to remove certain type of entries, latest entries or last entries, if you want to remove, I will go for this type of information, right? Everything I'm giving with a purposeful explanation only. Okay, fine. So coming to the next, pop function is over, right, ma? Vaishnavi, thank you. Next function I'm going to introduce. Next function I'm going to introduce. So let us go to the next function called what? Another function called get function. Very good, my dear students. Now what is the function name now? Get function I'm going to introduce. The name itself says, what is this function is. The name itself says what is this function is. Easy. Let us follow, my dear students, quickly. Let us go to that. Here we have certain object you are taking. This is my dictionary, my dear students. Let us take some small entries. This is my data. Print of D1, type of D1. Yeah, from here, I want to get, of course, you already got it. How do you got it? Dictionary object of you pass the key. You will get the value of value. You see, here you passed what? 30. 30 is the key, and whose corresponding value is coming. There is one more thing is there. D1 dot get off. What is that? What is that? 30 you pass it. 30 you pass it. Get is the function which is taking the key and returning the value of value. Get is the function taking the input as what? Key, and giving the value of value. Look at that. Data science. This is one way and this is another way. This is one way, this is another way. Next time passing of 20 you pass it. 20. I got the Django. 20. I pass a 10. I will pass a 10. So you got a Python. Now I will pass 100. Do you have 100 here? Do you have 100 here? No. That time it is not returning anything. No key error. Not returning anything. Now you see one more special point I'm going to show you. Be careful. You say D1 of 100 you pass it. D1 of 100 you pass it. Here you are getting what error? Come on ma. What is that? It is going to give you key error is coming here. Are you following, my dear students? Right. Here we are feeling that, here you see, here we are feeling that nothing is coming. Actually, it is returning one value called a none. Let me write it once again. Print of what we are saying is like this, you see. I'm printing that. What is the data coming out of that? Once again, I'm saying here, say that 10. What is the value coming? Python. What is the value next to printing here? 20 you pass it. I'm getting the value called what? Django. Now pass the value called 200. 200 is nothing but what? None is coming. None. Please remember that. If I don't find the key inside of that dictionary, you are getting the value called a none. None is also called one type of value. If you printed D1 of like this, if you write it, you see that what is happening here. You are getting key error here. The difference between get and this one, it will give you the key error. It will give you the value called a none. Did you understand? Everybody should confirm. Yes, Mamalesh, very good. So everybody should confirm that D1 dot get of 200 is called what? None is returning. D1 dot this one is giving the key error. And now I'm writing this function is used for, I'm writing, my dear students, this function is used for getting, this function is used for obtaining value of value by passing value of what? Key. Right? This function is used for obtaining the value of value by passing the value of key. This function is used for obtaining the value of value by passing the value of key. Are you following, my dear students? Right? This function is used for obtaining the value of value by passing the value of key. Okay, super. Next, I'm going to give you the clarity. If the value of key does not exist, be careful. If the value of key does not exist, then get function returns. It's a very, very important. If the value of key does not exist, then we get none. That is the next data type we are going to discuss. Yes, none. Syntax please. Now you see. Syntax please, I will see. I will say syntax is like this. My dear student, variable name is equal to, I'm giving the clarity in this. Dict obj dot get off key. I'll pass it. Once again, I'm giving Prasad Reddy. Please look at ma. You said you have little confusion about that. You take this. You see this. This is the data. Prasad. Variable name. Val is equal to d1 dot get off 10. What is the answer? d1 dot get off 10. What is the 10 key? What is the value returned? Python. Prasad, you written ma. Answer me. Python. Oh, sorry ma. Sorry. Value I need to print. Value I need to print. Yeah. What is that value printed? Python. Are you getting, my dear students? If you get confused again, so I will say d1 dot get and print the value Python. Python is printed. Yeah. Next, I will say one more thing called 20. 20. Print the value called this one, Django. Print the value 30. Print the value of value. That is called data science. Next, I am going to say 100. Do you have 100 there? No. Then value printed is called none. Prasad, did you understand, ma? Right. Now, where we are using it, suppose this is one scenario I said. Now say for example, d is equal to I am writing. See, my dear student, HYD TS capital Telangana state HYD comma state and capital I am writing. Now I am writing Karnataka colon Bangalore. Bangalore colon Tamil Nadu Tamil colon Chennai comma next is called Mumbai MH Maharashtra Mumbai Maharashtra MH Mumbai, like that we have like this. What are these called? States and capitals. Am I correct, students? Print of D. It is printed like that. Somebody is asking, pass the state and then get the capital. Cap is equal to D dot get off TS. Print cap. You say cap. It is printed Hyderabad. Print TS. I said Tamil Nadu. You passed it. You are getting the capital values like this. Now you say now something like Goa. Like I wrote like that. There is no Goa information in my table of values. So print that capital here. None is printed. I hope you got a clarity on my explanation. Okay, right. So, right, Prasad, happy? Very good. So very simple, ma. Only thing is concentrate. You will understand. Examples. So come on to the point back. We got this information because it is a very, very useful to you. Yeah. So coming to this point here, d1 dot get value of value is coming, that is called like this, like this. Now you are getting this thing like this, and what is the value here? None. This is a very important word to remember at this stage. So states and capitals here, capital of that, capital of Tamil Nadu, capital of Goa, nothing is there inside of that. It is going to be that. So get the function you already understand. Get the function is clear. Okay. If at all you want to use it like this, also you can say D1 off. You said D off. You can say like this. You can say another way of writing. You will get key error in this case. This also I will copy. With this also you can use it. With this also you can use it. This is also going to give you called key error is coming. Key error is coming like this. Okay, students. Next I am going for one more function. I want to take it. What is my another function here? Keys function. I'm going to take it. Keys function. So this is a function called E. This is a F I'm taking. F. Keys function. It is very easy for you. Very easy for you. Let us start. Let us start. Here I'm going to take up. I'm going to take up. So take like this. Take like that. Directly you can take. Directly you can take. Caps is equal to caps. States you want states is equal to d dot keys function. D dot keys function is used for getting only the keys. TS, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, like that. It is going to give you only keys. Only keys. Print print states. Print states. See, my dear students, you are getting dictionary of keys. Dictionary of keys it is returning. It is returning the dictionary of keys. TS, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, etc. It is coming. It's not only that, you can take the other kind of elements also. You can take other kind of elements also. Like this, you take it. So something like course code, codes, codes, CRS codes, CRS codes, or courses, CRS codes is equal to D1 dot keys. You see D1 dot keys. Print of, what is this now? CRS codes. CRS codes I am writing. CRS codes I am writing. So how many courses are there? 3 course codes are there. This is the keys information. This is the course information. I hope that you understand the courses, because this type of scenarios are very, very important for me. In my programming regularly, I will use it. I'm saying that I'm going to give you this function is used for obtaining what? Set of keys. Set of keys. Only keys. This name itself says set of values of keys. I can say values of keys. That's it. Syntax is what, sir? Syntax is what, sir? Syntax I will write it. Variable name is equal to dict obj dot keys function. I can say keys function. I can say this is like this. Okay. Now you can print like this also, my dear students. One is a D is a dictionary. One more is a D1 is a dictionary. I can write like this. See, my dear students, for some X in D, for X in D, already a tab of X. See that what is printed? All the keys are printed like this also. You can write it. You can print like this also. You see D dot keys also you can write it. Keys you can write it. Say that print of X. It is printed like this also. Directly you can write it. Directly you can write it. This part also you can take care. This part also you can take care. This is also one more additional examples. Because we used a little bit for loop. Don't worry about the for loop, ma. I will explain that in detail. So you can get like this also. You can get it in another way also. What is that D1? What is the D1? This course related kind of things. So it is not only X. I can write K. I can write my name. No problem. You print that KVR here. KVR is holding that values. See that what is coming. D1. What is that? All these things are coming. All these things are coming. Next, you can write not only that, you can say D1 dot what you are saying, keys you are saying. It will print you what? It will print you that same type of values are coming. You can take like this also, because all these things are very important in my programming, which I'm going to introduce. So coming out of that, so these are the values are coming. Beautiful. Next, I want to go for another function. Is my function is clear, my dear students? Keys function is clear, right? Come on, in every moment of it, we are going in detail of it. In detail of that, we are entering. Fine, students. Right now, let us start, students. Now, next, right? Puja, simple ma. Simple. Last example is a D1 dot. What is the D1 here? D1 is this. Puja, simple ma. D1 is called what? A 10 key value, key value, key value. What is happening here? D1 dot keys. How many keys are coming here? 10 is coming, 20 is coming, 30 is coming. What is that for loop will do? First, what is this? From these values, first 10 is coming and falling in KVR. 10 is printing. Second value is falling in KVR, printing the 20. 30 is falling in KVR, printing 30. What is there, ma? Simple, na? Are you understanding, ma? Puja, did you understand, Puja? Yes. Okay, ma. Good. Coming to that, coming to the next part is called what? A values function. I want to go for it. Values function. I want to go for it. This is called keys. You can easily say. You can easily say about values also what it can do. What it can do, my dear student. You only tell me. What it can do? This is a key function. You can take values will come. Only values will come. Not at all a difficult. So I will take it G. What is the function name? Values. Yes, students, you see values. So this function is used for obtaining set of values of value. Set of values of value. Right? Obtaining that. Now I'm going to say here values. Okay. So go for the example, sir. Go for the example, sir. Okay. Let me close this area and go to this area here. Now let us take it. Take that D1 and D2. D here. D here. See, my dear students, D here. Print of what you know? D. You see these values are printed. Now you say values is equal to D dot. What is the function name? Values function. And don't think that this and this is same. I can take any variable. Vals is equal to print vals ma. Print vals. Please look at that. It is going to print the list of values. Values means what? Hyderabad, Bangalore, Chennai, and then values only coming. Earlier it gave you what? Keys came. Okay, happy. How do you print this? Another way, sir. Print. Print. What is that? Caps. See, my dear students, I am writing for what I am saying. Caps. In what? Vals. Vals means what? It is containing these values. What is happening at that time? First value kept into cap. Print that cap off. Print cap. First Hyderabad is printed. Next, what is the value? Next placed Bangalore. Bangalore will be printed. Next Chennai will be placed. Chennai. Next Mumbai will be placed. Mumbai is printed. See, my dear students, here I say here print of caps. Print of caps and printing the data. See that all the capitals are printed. It's not only that we can print it directly. What is that? Dictionary object dot D dot. What you want? If I say keys you will get it. If I say values will come. See, my dear students, how simple it is. Values, whatever you like it, you are going to get it. Either you can get it into some variable and use that variable, or directly you can use it and you can get it. So this is comes under values function. We are going to use it like this. Coming to the point of it, here we are going to use it. Krishali, what ma? I'm using two approaches na. Krishali, I am taking that. Two things I am going to take it, ma. See, can we paste directly d dot values? Or we have to store the values in a variable? So already done, already explained. Both of them done. Both of them answered. Both of them completed. Both of them completed in my example. Where? You have to observe it. Where is it? You see. Here. Both of them has done it. Both of them has done it. Values, the variable I put it, and I pasted this d dot values. Krishali, are you getting ma? Your answer is already there. Are you getting Krishali? Please answer ma. Yeah, this is already there. Already there. Okay. So coming to the point of it, it is predefined function. All the values as completed here. So directly I used values here, variable I am using, and I printed that. Now I got it. Now this is also one more kind of thing. Also done it. Okay. This is the in scenario of which function? Values function. Next, last but one, very important items function. I need to take it. Items function. So I'm taking H. H function is called what? Items function. I am going to take it. Very simple, my dear students. Items function gives both key comma value pairs. It will give this function. Of course, some special concept I want to say. This concept, this function is used for come on to the point of it, is used for obtaining key comma value pair from dict object individually from this function is used for obtaining key comma value pair from dict object one at a time. Sir, come on, use it. Come on to the point back. So take that d1 object here, d is equal to print of the d. Okay, sir. Now keys comma values keys and vals directly I am writing, taking one variable d dot items, sema d dot items, which is going to return print of keys keys vals it is going to print. You see, it is one tuple, this is an another tuple, this is an another tuple, this is an another tuple. Print into what? List of tuples. I hope you are understanding. I hope you are understanding how to print this. Or this is one way. How do you print? Please look at that, students. Please look at that, students. Here I am saying for key for kv, I will write kv, key value in any variable. You can use it, ma, no problem. In keys values, keys vals contains what? This is a first item, this is a first entry. That first entry I am going to put it in where? kv. You print that kv, print of kv. What is printed? TS and TS Hyderabad is printed. It is called one tuple. Next, this one is placing, that is also printing. Next, this is printing. So third one also, fourth one also, it is going on printing that. So print that, enter key, and say that print of kv. I will show you one beautiful point for you. See that what is happening, ma? Keys vals, what is happening? Okay, mistake. This is not kvr. It is supposed to print what? Key. I need to print kv. You need to print kv. By mistake r is printed. I need to print v. See that now? It is printed. Yes, ma. Malesh, yeah. So this is printed, the data. These entries are printed one by one. I hope you are following me. You can also print directly like this. kv d dot items, you can say directly. You can print kv. You can print like this also. My dear students, please be careful. Now I am going to apply with your help. I am going to write one special point. Same thing. Here you applied D dot items. How many items are coming? First, what is coming? TS HYD is coming. This is an entry coming. What is that entry? Total entry kept into KV. It is a one single variable. Today, what I am doing, I am saying that complete entry, I am bifurcating. I am splitting this entry into two variables, K comma V. I am saying. Now you see, this D dot items first time give you TS. The TS in that I am bifurcating. TS kept in K, HYD kept in V. Separately I am printing. Earlier I was used one variable only, it is printed. Today I am using two separate variables. First time you are looking in this K comma V. D dot items gives you this part. In that TS I am holding in separate variable, HYD I am holding in separate variable. See that? Print it, my dear student. K comma, just one decorative point I am taking, comma V I am taking. Just a decoration, print statement, decoration. So see that how it is printed. TS HYD, Karnataka, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, Chennai. Like this I am printing. Dear students, are you understanding, ma? Are you understanding, my dear students? It is not only KV, my dear student. I can take state and a capital. Capital I can take it. Capital. Any variable you can take it, ma. You can say, here I can say state. State I can say. You can write any symbol on your own. Like this you can say, like this you can say capital I can take it. You can print like this also, it is printed. So see, these many ways and means are there to deal with the programming. So coming to the point of it, I hope that, right? Yes, ma, we can print Samradhayani, you can print that part also, no problem at all. No problem at all. We can print only that part also by using, I already told you, Nama, I already told you, you can get it by using pandas. Anything can be obtained using Python. No problem, I will show you that also. Whatever you want, you can print that part only, no issue at all. No issue at all. We can print it. No issue at all, we can get it. Okay, right. So let us coming to the syntax. I'm going to say syntax. What is the syntax here? Variable name is equal to dict obj data items. What is an example part here? See the example part I am going to give you. What is an example part here? We are going to take this many of example. So coming to this point, see every moment of it, I'm giving so much of a description for everything. And with this, you can see how beautiful programmer you will become. So it is going to print these many number of values here. These many number of values. So this you give some this space and you are going to get it. This is wrongly typed. Yeah, this is going to print this kind of output. This is going to print this type of output. So it's not only to be taken like that. Key values you are taking directly, you are taking the function and you are printing that in another way, another customized format you are printing by holding into K comma V. By holding into state comma capital, you are printing in some other customized format here. By using customized format, you are printing. So here you are getting like this. I hope you are understanding this function called what? Quickly understand me. Last one is called what? Last function is called update function. I am taking update function. I am going to take it. HI. This is the last function we are taking. Update function. Update function. We are going to get it. Shall we start, students? Shall we go for the update? Yes. So up to here, is it clear? Come on, faster. Response is only 70% are communicating today. The other 10%, daily 80% will be communicating. Today I felt some 10% reduced that communication. Yeah, very good. Now it is speed up. Very good, students. Coming to the point of this. Look at students. D1 is equal to, right, ma'am? Sudarshan, thank you. Let us coming to the 10 colon 3.4. Carefully observe it. Account number and balance. 20 colon 4.5, comma 30 colon 30 colon. I'm saying that something like 6.7. 40 colon 3.4. 40 colon 3.4. 10 colon 3.4. 20 colon 4.5. 30 colon 6.7. 40 colon 3.4. Yes. Print D1. Print D1. Carefully understand. Print D1. This is the data. There is another D2 is there. There is another D2 is there. That is 100 colon 1.2 and 20 colon or something like 100 colon 1.2. Carefully observe. 200 colon 2.2. That's it. Enough. Now this is a D2. Print D2, my dear student. D2. So we got the data. We got the data. Yeah. D1, we got the data. Anyhow, we did this D1 and D2. Right. Now I want to update the values of D2. I want to update the D1 values. Updating means what? There are three ways are there to update it. Please look at that. All the D2 values I want to add it to D1. All the values of D2 I want to add it to D1. How do you do that? D1 dot update of D2. It indicates that D1 values are updated with D1 dot update. D1 values you are updating with what values? D2 values. See that D2 values are completely new. 100 and 200 are the keys which are not present in D1. Simply these are added to D1. Simply they are added to D1 because here we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40. Here complete keys are different. Here complete keys are different. So simply D1 values are added to D1, which is called one variety of updation. Print of D1. See, my dear students, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40 as usual. This is containing 100, 1.2 as it is they are added. This is called a 1 point. Okay, please be careful. D3 is equal to 10 colon 12.3, 10.3, comma 200 colon something like 13.4. Be careful. This is a D3 mod. D3. Print of D3. What is this? 10 colon 12.3, 20 colon 13.4. I want to update D3 values with the D1. With the D1. How I am writing? You see, D1 dot update of D3. See that time what is happening? Already D3 contains what? 10 colon 12.3. Already 10 was there in D1. Already 10 was there in D1 with the 3.4. Now 3.4 is updated with the 12.3. Understand that. D3 contains what? 10 colon 12.3, 20 colon this one. D3 values are 10 is already there. D1 was already containing 10. That means this 3.4 old value of value updated with the 12.3. 20 remains same, 30 remains same, 40 remains same, 100 remains same. Again you see in D3 200 is equal to 13.4. In 200 2.2 was there, it is updated with the 13.4. Just press enter key, print D1 once again, print D1 once again. See that 10 is equal to 12.3, updated with 12.3, and 200 is equal to 13.4. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Okay, my dear students, all of you should understand my point. Okay, now, okay, very good, super, right. Now, one student is asking, yesterday only I told you, sir, can we write a key value as a float type? Can you write a key value as a float type? He is asking that. Is it? Yesterday only I told a big no. I said no. I said no. Yesterday only I was addressed it. Why I said? Because floating point values are differing there in their decimal places. It is going to decimal places are going to be there, which is not recommended to take, I said. So coming to the point of it, coming to the point of it, the syntax says like this only. The syntax says like this only. You cannot say the syntax says like this. One dictionary updated with another dictionary like this only. You have to follow the syntaxes, right? Now, coming to the point of it, one more small thing I will take it. D4 is equal to, D4 is equal to, look at my dear students, last and final. D4 is equal to, here D2 values are completely different. D3 values are completely existing values overlapped. That is replaced. D4 is equal to some 20 colon, some 20 colon 12.4 or something like 15.4. Come on now here 300 is 300 colon 6.7. What is happening here? D4. Now I am going to say print D4, print D4 here, values are printed. Now I am going to say D1 dot update of D4. D1 values are this one, D1 values are this one. Now I am going to update with D4. 20, 15.4. Already 20 is there is a 4.5. He is updated with the 15.4. 300 was not there here. 300 was added as a new entry here. 300 is added as a new entry there. Did you understand? One is replacing, one more is a new entry. Only 20 is updated and 30 will be updated as a new entry. New entry. So here I gave very clearly this information. See my dear students, 20 becomes 15.4 and 300 is added in the last. Are you understanding? Is it clear for all of you? This is the point to be rememberable. So this is a predefined function of this. So I'm going to say this is an example part of it. This is the example part of it. Now I'm going to give you the clarity on this area. So say this point is, this function is used for updating or adding key comma value pair of one dict object with another dict object, one dict object to another dict object. So say that it is a syntax. So updating or adding. So syntax is called what you know, dict object one dot dict object, update of dict object two. Here which one is added to which one, that is important. Here dict object one updated with dict object two values, or dict object two updates the value of dict object one. Anything in English we can write it. Here dict object one values, dict object one values are updated with dict object two values. So coming to the point of it, here no shallow copy, no deep copy, my dear students. Don't imagine our own concepts, please. So here that is not the case at all. Here content is not the same. Here content is not same. Please don't go for that. Okay, right. So dict object one values are updated with the dict object two values. Maybe it is updating, maybe it is adding, maybe it is updating, maybe it is adding the values. I hope you are clear about this. This is called what? Dict object. D1 values are here, D1 values are here, D2 values are here, and here D2, D1 values are here, and D3 values are here. D3 values are here. Now see that different examples. Purely new elements are there. So D2 values, D2 purely new values, purely old updating the existing values, and the new values with the new old values with existing values. Everything is given here, and updating these values we got this point. I hope everything is available here. So this is about which data type this is. Come on, my dear students, which data type this is? Dict data type. Is the dict data type is clear? Is the dict data type is clear? Yes. So almost if you take the consideration, here, you see that it is almost, it's fundamental data types, sequence data type, sequence list data type, set data type, dict data type. Last and final, one small point I want to say, right? Right. Fine. Coming to the point of it, dict frame. See, my dear student, that is what I am going to tell you that only. In Pandas level, I am going to teach. What I am going to teach, that only I am going to say. Look at that. Right. Look at this. Ketan Upes. Now you see. D1 is equal to, that is, I am going to discuss here. I'm going to say, suppose there is a 10. 10 is the product code. Assume that 10 is the product code. 10 is the product code. For what? For example, assume that 10 is the product code for this many elements. Who is that? 10 or ranking number 1. For example, ranking number 1. What are the ranking number 1 subjects? Ranking number 1 subjects. For example, if you want me to take it, I'm taking Python. For example, here I'm taking ML, comma, DL. Carefully observe it. ML, comma, AI. This is called one subjects. See that I'm taking. This is called one set. One dictionary. This is called one key. Of course, this I'm explaining in the Pandas level. Pandas. But at this point of time, you should understand what we did so far. Key value, like that we take. One, this is called what? List of values. List of values for one key. Pandas I will explain, ma. In the further, it is a topic name. It is a topic name. I will explain that. Right now, don't worry about it. Because we are in the beginning topic, data types only. Pandas is one topic for used in data analysis and artificial intelligence. I will explain, I said. One is a key, and this is the list of values. Comma, two, ranking number 2. I am going to take it there. C language, comma, C++. I'm taking here C language and C++, and next is called something like 8086 microprocessor programming, like this. This is called what? For the key, there are some list of values are there. Comma 3, I'm writing here. I'm writing there. What I'm writing there, something like Java. Next I'm taking here Spring, like that I'm just taking like this. Enough. This is called what? End of it. In the dictionary, beginning and last, one key, values. One key, one values. One key, one values. That means key can contain any number of values, not only one value like this, not only one value. Because when I go to the higher end concept, I am going to deal with this. D1, you see that inside the dictionary, I am writing the list. I am writing list of values. How we can display, sir, for k comma v. See, my dear students here, k comma v, for k comma v, for k you take it first. In D1 dot keys you take it. Keys I am applying. Right? Print of k. It is going to print that keys 1, 2, 3. Now you can print values also. V. You can print values also. D1 dot values. Values you can say. It is you can print that V. You can print it. See that values are printed. First value, second value, third value you can print. Okay. Now, how do you print these values separately? I will tell you that also. Right. Coming to the point of it. Right. Now, I want to print both of them. 1 minute. To the point of it, I want to print both key comma value pairs. How do you do that? For k comma v in d dot d1 dot items You have to remember these functions, items. Now you can print it. How do you print it? Yesterday I told already k comma something like this. I can say like this. I'm just writing comma v. I just said. See that now it is printed. For 1, this is the values. For this 2, this is the values. For this 3, this is the values. Like this we got it. Are you understanding? This is called a frame like. It is like a frame. For one key, many values are there. It is looking like a data frame. It is looking like a data frame. So some student is that, some student name is what? Ketan Upas. Did you understand what I said in the beginning? Did you understand Ketan Upas? Yes, yes. So more than that, I will tell you so many things in the class. Beyond that, we will discuss many of the things I will explain. This is called some additional example I am giving. Some additional example I am giving. This one, just to keep in mind that this is also possible. So this is also possible like this. So I'm not going to keep it in the different way. Yeah, I'm going to give you this answer like this. So coming to the point back, coming to this values, you see, values are printed like this. And next is called something like this is printed like this. So here the values are printed. 1 and then these values are printed. So within the dictionary, you can take other kind of values also, no problem at all. I hope that predefined functions concept is clear. Dicted data type is also clear. Okay, students, shall I move forward? Last data type I want to cover, non-data type. So I hope everybody is clear about this. Last data type I want to go for. Non-category data type I want to go for. Non-category data type we want to go for it. You can write tuple format also, you can write it. Sudarshan, you can write a tuple format also, no problem. You can write set format also. You can write all types of formats inside of the dictionary, no issues at all. And list is the master data type in the entire Python programming. Okay, student, are you able to get my points? Did you understand what I'm talking? Yes. Shall I go to the non-category data type? Yes. So it is a very easiest data type now. It is one of the easiest data type. It is nothing else is difficult. It is nothing else is difficult. What is that is, every we have seen so far all 13 data types. Total 14 data types are there. Out of that 14 data types, out of the 14 data types, 13 data types completed successfully. One data type is there, which is used to store no value at all, which is nothing but no value to use. None data type is nothing but nothing. None data type is nothing but nothing. So understand, my dear student, none data type is nothing but, none data type is nothing but the val is a data type in this, which is nothing is going to store. So coming to the point of it, none type in Python is a data type of the object where the object does not have any value. But you can always take one value which is called a none. Value means what? 10 is the value, all of you, because it's a little confusing data type, right? Coming to the point of it, here 10 is called one value. 10 is called one value. 10.34 is called one value. 10.34 is called one value. 2.3j is called one value. 3.2j is called one value. True is called one value, right? Something like a double quotes Python is called one value. Like that, we have so many values we represented. 13 values we have represented. There is a value called none. There is a value called none. There is a value called none. So coming to the point of it, here, none is the value. None is the value. So coming to the point of it, none is called one type of value. One type of value. Where do you store this none type of value? One data type is required. One data type is required. That data type is called none type. That data type is called none type. Are you able to understand, my dear student? None is called one type of value whose data type is none type. Let me give you the clarity once again to you. Let me give the clarity once again. I am taking like this. See, my dear students. See, my dear students. All of you take like this. Dictionary you take it. Just now I said to you. 10:34, 20:4.5, 30:6.7, 40:3.4. What I said to you? What I said to you? Variable name, something like value is equal to. I just now I said one example. 10, 10. Look at that. Look at that. Print of val. Print of val. It is printed 3.4. Which is of what type? Type of val. Type of val. Listen, ma, all of you. Print of type of val. What is the value printed? Float type, because 3.4 is a float type. Similarly, you pass it here 20, print that value, comma, value. What is the value? 4.5, which is of what type? Float type. Float type. So next is called what? Careful 200. Do you have any 200 inside of this dictionary? Do you have any 200 inside of the dictionary? No. What is the value of value? Print it. Print the value. What is the value of value actually? None. None is the value of which type, which is going to print like this. None is printed. Whose type is called? Class. What is the type? None type. What is the none type? Data type. This is of which value? None. None is also called one value. When it is going to get that value? When you don't find the value, when the operation is unsuccessful, you are going to get one value. That value is called none. So let us press enter key here. Let us press enter key here. See that none is the value coming, because 200 was not there. None. See that function. This function is not giving any type of result. None type is used to represent the value called none. None is nothing but no value at all. I hope that you are understanding. None category data type is used for. Once again I am writing none type. Here I am writing this category data type. This category data type. I am writing this category data type is used for none type in or I can say this like this. I can write it now. This category data type, none category data type. This category contains class name as none type. Everybody will say none. It is a wrong answer actually. The value of none type, I will write it. The value of, this is a very important in interview point of view. The value of none type is, what? None type is none. The value of none type is none. Small none, no. This is wrong. This is wrong. This is called wrong. Capital N. All of you type it. You typed like that. That is a wrong answer. All of you type it once. None. None. This is called none. Value of none type is none. In other words, I can write it. Otherwise, I can write it. Look at that, my dear students. I am writing none is equal to some 13.45. You see that error, because the none is a keyword. None is the keyword. You cannot assign the value to none. None is having some meaning internally. None is having one predefined value. For what data type? None type data type. So I'm writing here none. I'm writing none is a predefined value. See, dear students, none is the predefined value. None is the predefined value for which data type? None type data type. None type data type. None type data type. Next, I'm writing here one more thing. True is equal to 23. It is also called error, because a true is called one predefined value. True is called one predefined value. False is called one predefined value. Like that, none is also called one value for which type? None type. None type. Are you understanding? So, coming to the point of it, now, my dear student, please don't get small, very silly doubts, my dear students. Please see, one student is asking this one. This one is my time waste. In none, we can't store the value. In none, can we store? Now, what is the meaning of this? I told already. What is this? You see here. Is this none and this none same? Huh? What is this doubt? What is this? This is called, after all, one variable. This is called capital N. Python is a case sensitive. Just I don't want to consider this. So please take you apply your intelligence. So see that none is equal to something like 23.45. Yes, no problem, because a capital N is different from this one. If you get such type of doubts, you cannot reach to the higher stages, because if you get this type of thing, I think name of the student is what? Vamshi Krishna. Please improve your doubt capacity. Improve your doubt capacity. Because if you ask that type of thing, I cannot move forward. Because already we have a discussion. Python is a case sensitive language. Right? So please improve your things of that. Right? Go to the place of this one. So none data type we are getting. None is a predefined value. None predefined value of that. So you cannot. Next. One more thing is, one more point I want to write it. What is the point I'm writing? Look at that. Look at that. Coming to this point here, L1 is equal to list of. You can create. T1 is equal to tuple of. T1 is equal to tuple of. Done. D1 is equal to dict of. D1 is equal to dict of. S1 is equal to set of. Like this we can do it. I can create the objects almost all. Empty things this is. You cannot create an object of none type. N1 is equal to, we cannot write none type. None type is also one type of class. List is also one class. Empty list, empty tuple, dict, set, etc. Because why object is able to create? Because we can store many values. It is not possible to create. It is an error. Why they raised an error? Because it is going to contain only one value called none. What is the need of creating an object? What is the values we pass additionally? Because only one value. That's why object creation not possible. It is an error. It is not possible. Are you understanding what I'm talking? Dear students, are you understanding what I'm talking? Yes. So coming to the point of it, we are going to deal this. We are going to deal this kind of things. So coming to the point of it, an object of none type cannot be created. An object of none type cannot be created. So that point I want to write it, because these are the important things in FAQs. An object of what? An object of none type cannot be created. Can't be created. Why we can't create? Because it contains a single value none. It contains a single value. I can write because it contains a single value. It contains a single value called none. Single value called none. That's it. Single value called none. Okay, right. And one more thing is, people will ask a question. Sir, is none type is false? Come on. The value none is not. Come on, false. It is not at all belongs to any value. Some of the none means they will think false. Is the value of none is false? Come on, quickly. Is the value of none is false? No. Is the value of none is a space? No. Is the value of none is called empty? Is the value of none is empty? No. None is what? None is none. None is none. None is none. If at all you want to have comparison, you can write happily. None double equal to false, you say. You will get false. None is not equal to, you say, none is not equal to, see the capital none is false. The value false. These are different. They are not equal. None is equal to space. Space they are writing. Space they are writing. It is false. None itself is a value. Yes, Pooja, correct. None itself is a value. None is not a false. None is not a false. None is not a space. None is not an empty. None is the value itself. Hence, none itself is a value. None itself is the value. Is the value. I can just say where I will use this none. Where I will use this none. The real-time implementation of none is to nullify the object. To nullify the object. Suppose, for example, I have created one object. I have created one object. Let me go to that. Let me go to that implementation. I am going to explain in my programming. See where I used to cover it. To take my example, 11 o'clock, which is just recently completed. Whoops features. Destructor concept. You take it. Destructor concept. Take the destructor example 3, which I am going to explain there. You see, this is an employee class. There I wrote EO1 is equal to none. Garbage collection calls Dell function. Forcibly we are calling garbage collector to destroy my object. EO2 is equal to none. We are making the garbage collector to call. Making the object as a nullify. Nullify. I am going to explain this type of scenarios in my further programming. Nothing to worry about this. Only today we are discussing. We are discussing in almost entire programming of mine. Let me take one small paintbrush. I will create one big object, ma. I will create one object. I created one object. What is my object here? List L1 you take it. No problem. L1 is equal to what you know? List of. Okay, L1 dot append of L1 dot append of some value. L1 dot append of some value. L1 dot append of some value. I added a lot of values. I added lot of values. So lot of values are added. Okay, lot of values are added here. Okay, many more values are added. Many more values are added. Like this, I added many more values. Okay. Now, after adding, some address is there, na? Some address is there, 1, 2, 3. This object is having memory space. This is object is having memory space in main memory of the computer. I want to destroy this object. I want to destroy this object. I want to destroy this object. I want to make the garbage collector to collect this memory space. That time I will do what? Killing that object. Killing that object. L1 is equal to none you are writing. Once you say null, forcefully, forcefully, who is coming? Garbage collector is coming, which will remove the memory space, which will remove the memory space of this L1. Okay, it's a not only call no ma Sudarshan. That is Dell is different and this is different. Dell function is removing the individual values as well as object, but here I am nullifying my object. I am nullifying my Dell function separate. That is, I don't want to mix this thing with any of it. I will explain in the concept of my programming. Dell function will remove the object automatically when the program is over. Now I am saying forcefully. Forcefully I am going to call the garbage collector. That time you make the nullify. Simple ma. There is a big person is there who is a more popular person. Enemies are there for that popular person. Enemies are there for that popular person. What that enemy will do? Popular person is equal to none. Popular person is equal to none. They are making him to kill. What is that is called none? They are making him none. That is nothing but value make it a nullifying. That is called what? Forcefully garbage collector is that. The popular person bond 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, so on, 100 years over. What is happening? Dell function will be called. Last Dell function will be called. 100 years, garbage collector will call. There are two ways are there. Forcefully calling and end life of the person is over. Are you getting this difference? And don't tell this example in interviews. Are you getting? Right? Are you getting, students? So come to the person, come to the point of it. This is just only analogy I make it. Analogy I make it. But this is equal to any object forcefully want to make it to collect to the garbage collector, nullify that object. One sentence I will write it. If we want to make the object, if we want to make the object and whose memory space to to if we want to make the object and whose memory space to whose memory space to destroy or what, remove by the garbage collector, because all these things I am going to explain. Just now I shown you one program in the destructor concept. In that I will explain. If we want to make the object and whose memory space to destroy or remove by the garbage collector, then whose memory space, whose object identity, then whose object value must be made as, come on, must be made as, yes, I forget, must be made as, come on guys, I forget, yes, none, n capital. If you write small, I will give imposition. If you write small, I will give imposition. Sumant, why you are writing small none? I told you already. I told you already. None is the value. So did you understand this now? Forcefully, the object is getting collected. Right now, this is the scenario which I am trying to give you. This is the value I want to give you. This scenarios here like that. So here you come back to this place once more. You just and one more point I want to write it. If a function is not returning, see my dear student, if a function is not returning any value, then its value is none. If a function is not returning any value, then its value is none. So you have seen. Now I am going to show you certain examples. I am going to give you here. Certain examples I am going to give you the clarity. So of course there is a lot of discussion is there. I will take it. So what is required, what is not required, I will just remove it. So d1 dot value here I am giving. What is the type I am printing? D1 dot get off that value 4.5. Okay, 4.5. Now I am going to get it next d1 dot get off value. See that function is not going to return anything. It is a none here, none. So next none is not going to be like this. None value should not be taken to assign some other values. So none should not be taken. It is a syntax error. Like a true is equal to 3. Like a true is also one predefined value. You should not take any value for that. Next, false is equal to some type of value. So these are the predefined values for certain data types. So none is equal to this one. Yes, it is valid because it is a small n. It is going to be something different. Bool is also containing 2 values. You cannot go for doing that. So list is here, etc. you can create, but you cannot create an object of none. You cannot. See that error is coming. None is equal to false, which is called false. I mean to say none is not a false, that is called false. So none is not a space, that is called like this, that is called like that. So right, like Dheeraj, like a void data type, like a none in Python. Exactly, Dheeraj, excellent. So this is the information related to void. None. More about none I will explain in the class. Is it understandable, students? Is it understandable, students? Right, my dear students. This is related to what? This is related to what? Non-category data type. Right, ma. Santosh, Sainath, memory view is not a correct data type. We are going to use it in some other different way. We use it. That is for how much memory space is taking. We are going to use it. Right. So coming to the point of it, none data type is clear. I hope almost all the data types are clear for you. None category data type is clear. My dear students, is the data types are clear for all of you? Mallesh, very good, ma. Is the data types are clear? How many data types are there in Python? Everybody try to answer me. How many data types are there? 14 data types. Are you confident enough in these 14 data types? Are you confident enough in these 14 data types? Yes. Now, next, this is the major important topic. Tomorrow's class when we come back, we are entering into the most important topic called what? Typecasting concept. Now we are entering into the programming part. We learned how to prepare the single sentences in the Python programming. We learned single sentences how to do it. Typecasting in Python programming, I am going to explain. Typecasting techniques in Python programming. So typecasting techniques. It is only the data types we discussed, ma. Once if I start the programming, right? So once if I start the programming, that time we can go for it. So coming to the point of it. So typecasting techniques I am going to explain in tomorrow's class. So what is the tomorrow's concept? Because time is also up now. What is the tomorrow's concept? What is the tomorrow's concept? All of you type and show me once. All of you type and show me once. Typecasting techniques in tomorrow class. Then after that, I'll introduce the programming in tomorrow class. Don't miss it. It's a very important technique. Okay, right. Thank you. Good day. Now I'll upload this total notes. Now you can take care of it. Okay, students. All the best. God bless you.